Contrary to popular belief, the brown bears of Alaska are not the best fishermen in the animal kingdom. It can be quite challenging for a bear to catch a salmon, and they have to employ a variety of techniques to do so. And that's the topic of this video. The coastal brown bears of Alaska rely heavily on the abundant runs of Pacific salmon that make their way into the rivers during the summer and early fall months. When the fish are fresh in from the ocean and are just starting to swim upstream to their spawning grounds, they are still very healthy, strong, and fast, which enables them to easily get away from bears. As a result, the bears have to use a variety of tactics in order to catch the fish they need to fatten up for the winter. One of the most common fishing techniques that bears use, especially when salmon are fresh in from the ocean, is to aggressively rush right into a large group of incoming fish while swatting, clawing, and biting everyone they see as a desperate attempt to pin a fish to the bottom of the river or grab it with their mouth or claws. In a similar manner, they sometimes chase a group of fish out of the water onto the riverbank where they can then easily catch and eat them. Another popular fishing technique, and one that's commonly seen in places like the famous Brooks Falls of Katmai National Park, is where bears will sit or stand right in the flow of water where the salmon are actively moving through and try to grab them as they head upstream. Now, bears can get pretty good at this method, but it still takes a lot of practice and they still miss many fish. A similar method to catching fish along waterfalls and fast-moving riffles is for bears to congregate in slower-moving pools of water off to the side of the main river channels. Large schools of salmon commonly gather in such locations to rest and regroup. Bears know this and will often sit either by themselves or with other bears in such spots, and then wait for the fish to get close enough to sit on, grab, or pin to the bottom of the river. Later in the summer and fall months, when the salmon have depleted their energy reserves and start to slowly die, bears can be seen doing what many refer to as snorkeling, and will swim around with their head under the water looking for salmon that are easy prey and that don't have the energy to quickly swim away. Larger, more aggressive bears will commonly exert their dominance and will take a fish away from a smaller bear through fear, intimidation, and force. This is why many younger, smaller bears will often run away and hide when they catch a fish, so they can eat that fish in peace without the threat of a big, bully bear taking it away from them. Now, in general, bears don't share their food, and even sows will usually eat their fill of fish before sharing a meal with their cub. However, when a young or desperate bear timidly approaches another bear who's enjoying a meal, they sometimes communicate their desperate desire for a bite to eat through submissive body language or vocalizations that are similar to a bawling cub. Sometimes a bear will share the leftovers of their meal in response to such behavior, and sometimes they won't. Finally, bears that become desperate for a meal, especially in the later fall months at the end of the salmon run, will sometimes be seen diving all the way down to the bottom of a pool of water to retrieve any dead fish that may be down there. If you'd like to see more videos like this one, be sure to subscribe to this channel and check out the 3 Minutes Outdoors website at 3minutesoutdoors.com.